Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age Powers 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as the yellow Mongols, we have Phronesis. Yes, let's go with that. Spawn on top right side as the green English, we have LaSh. LaSh. Let's see, English versus Mongols. I try to combine the word English and Mongols right there. English, of course, have the man-at-arms and longbowmen. Mongols, of course, have access to the Magadai and the Keshik. Magadai are completely worthless, in my opinion. They have very little value for most game. They're only useful in Imperial Age when they're fully kitted out. So, we're going to have to think about the Keshiks versus the English. The English, of course, have access to the early man-at-arms and the vanguard man-at-arms versus the, as well as the, and the longbowmen. Right now, the most powerful composition used against the Mongols is probably man-at-arms spearmen. It would hard counter the Keshiks, as well as makes it hard for your archers to get any real value, and you can mix in some longbow in the mix. Honestly, spearmen man-at-arms is incredibly powerful in the feudal age. You got the council hall being put on the field, so it looks like we're going to see some longbowmen relatively soon. We got the double horseman deployed on the field. Interesting. He's probably a bit more aggressive. Council hall being put on the field. Early horsemen are very, very niche and usually very useless. They only have 1 inherent pierce armor and 8 damage. Trying to torch down the mining camp. It'll take a bit of time, and he will eventually, maybe he'll get a torch in time before his opponent retaliates. It takes a long time to torch down anything. First spearman not being put on field, but granted, the English cannot deploy out spearmen in Age 1. They don't pull out man-at-arms in Age 1. And the single spearman will force back those horsemen. And didn't even get the mining camp torch, so he got nothing from that. Deerstone is almost complete on the field, which will give him a slight economic benefit. Primarily, it's meant for collecting wood faster, and that's it. It offers very little value other than improving your wood income, and seeing how Mongols have to spend a lot on wood, have to pay additional 150 on the town center, an additional 50 on any drop off the gear. Sure, the gears can pack up and move around, but it's incredibly difficult to actually do that. We do now the archer engine point of view. We've got the horseman research. So I'm going to go for some archers. Got the horsemen advancing on forward. And the mining camp does receive an arrow there, putting 1 point of damage on it, out damning. And now you got ×2 archers being employed on field using his stone. Horseman, the Khan, trying to find some sort of engagement. We got quite a bit of stone being collected up, so the English player is eyeing for his additional town center. Mongol looks like storing up a bit of wood as well, eyeing for his own additional town center. Horseman advancing on forward, trying to get some good damage onto these villagers. We'll get some damage onto him. We'll take out 1 of those villagers. He could potentially fire a volley arrows on these horsemen. They do 5 damage each, so they would do -2 pierce armor, they do 3 damage each, and they could do some significant damage for these horsemen. These horsemen don't have a whole lot of health. We got the gear packed on up. He's not eyeing for that deer at the moment. He needs that somewhere else. I'm not sure where he's eyeing it at the moment. He's not collecting up any gold right now either. He is Not sure what he was trying to pull out right there. Oh, there we go. There's a town center right there. He looks like going to claim the deer with additional town center. His bonus additional town center is on this gold deposit will help it keep it nice and secure, as well as provide some good wood collection. Khan will throw a scouting eagle, scouting falcon there, and we'll realize, probably not a good idea to go right there. Exotic doggo is getting hit as well. He has a good number of defensive archers here. He currently has 6 out in the field. I'm not sure. Oh, there's the other 2. You could actually get some hits there onto this wood line there, but remember, the English town center does have 2 arrows rather than just 1 as its primary arrow, so it does provide some good damage. And the Khan does fire his bow there, alerting his opponent that he's actually right there. We have this mill going on up. Still got a couple sheep off on the Khan as well. He did not drop off those sheep. He could actually use those sheep eventually. He does not have a pasture at the moment. He's mostly relying on to the various food deposits on the ground, in the deer, I should say. We have a market here. He does pack up the market. He's eyeing for a bit of trade going on. English players being a bit defensive. Let's go and fast forward for the time being. Horsemen moving around. Not finding does find that villager there. Does take him out. We have these spearmen and longbowmen trying to respond to these horsemen and the Khan. The English player has gotten out his fertilization, giving some better food collection from these farms. Now got these spearmen advance forward. Does scout that wounded horseman there. Does throw out scouting falcon as well. We got 2 full farms here. That is going to be a massive amount of food collection for the English player. He's going for a 3rd round of farms as well. Nope, cancels that. Maybe I have to pull out a mill here to collect up the berries. Now I've got a pair of trade carts right there as well. You have the archers now advancing forward as well. It does find a quick pick there onto one of the English villagers. Got wheelbarrow and mining text for the English as well. And so far, no technologies researched by the Mongol player apparently. Archers advancing up forward. They may find a hit there on this villager. Does find some arrows there, but overall not so much. And we're seeing a lot of extra town center fire there. Exotic doggo still getting some bites. I've got wood chopping research for the English player. Right now, the Mongol player does have more villagers, but with the improved collection rate of these villagers, that is, English player should maintain better income. Village sites, overseas statistics, yeah. And some good hits there. Horsemen move around. We've got the Khan as well. If we switch over to here, you can see here the food income is much greater than the Mongols. Mongol has hardly any food income, has less wood income, and the gold income is about similar. I've got the King's Palace being put on the field, eyeing for it as an additional town center. And right now, he needs to get all these villagers, click on the gear, and retest them on a tree in order to get and so we can redeploy the gear with minimal hassle. Horsemen see a bit of fire there. And these horsemen will go down. A lot of villager arrows raining on in. Let's take out this villager right there, and the oboe does run out. And this horseman does go down. The Khan does go down. His army is over here without any the Khan there for spotting. They will have trouble seeing anything. The Mongol player does have enough to age up as well. He's going for the Kurultai. He's going to need that for defense relatively soon. He does have a good number of traders on the field, so he will maintain great gold income. And if he gets more traders out, he will have... Yep, there we go. We got Silk Road active, all three of them. So we'll maintain some excellent income and a bit of extra income for the food and wood. Now we've got the Ironclad being researched, as well as the Man-at-Arms research. Research into Man-at-Arms will be very effective versus the Mongol right now. You will need to pull out some crossbowmen and deal with it, and the longbows are going to be very good with those crossbowmen. He's supposed to have fallen back, does get the veteran longbowman research. Got pierce damage being researched by the Mongol player, as well as pierce damage by the English, but this is his first set of research now. Veteran Keshik research on the way. He needs to perhaps transition to mass Keshik at the moment. His opponent deployed on minimal spearmen at the moment, since he has not deployed on any horsemen. Does get the faster moving wagons. I forget what it's exactly called. But now his packed up buildings can move faster. Got a line of palisade walls trying to be pulled up by the English player now. There's Kurultai eyeing for advanced defensive point. I just realized something as well. Deer are right next to the boar. He does clean up the deer or kill off the boar and not clean up both the deer and boar at the same time. But he's drawing these forces over there. He needs to make it known that he's running over this direction, or else these villagers will be hit soon. He can't be losing these villagers like this. Do you know how the textiles being researched, as well as the other research as well? English player does back off for the moment. Got some more Keshiks now being put on the field. Let's see, where is that? Oh, well, here it is. And he's only gotten that for that one research moment. He needs to go for whistling arrows. Raid bounty not needed at the moment. He's not be able to destroy any buildings anytime soon. Outposts now are seeing quite a bit of damage right there. And the outpost will go down. He does have a small defense force here. Overall, you have to heavily rely on the Kurultai to provide some extra fire support. He does have a good number of Keshiks here. Not a lot of spearmen for offense. 3 spearmen at most. Keshiks are going to be his primary force here. He's getting the horseman field up as well. Has a good number of archers, but there's too many man-at-arms for those archers to do anything. They do have 10 archers damaged right now, thanks to nearby in the Kurultai. And the man-at-arms right now have 8 pierce armor, so those arrows will do 2 damage each, which is still pathetically low. Kurultai are seeing quite a bit of fire. He needs to save it. If he loses it, he's going to have a really hard time on defense. He does use the arrow research. He's a focus have his archers hit those longbowmen and spearmen. I think he focused on spearmen good. Keshik's now engaging, getting much needed health regen on the front line, but they are being disintegrated by those men-at-arms and longbowmen. More men-at-arms being pulled in the field. And And he does pack up the prototype. Thanks to the fast move speed, he's able to quickly pack it up and redeploy it. He needs to redeploy it right around here. These villagers need a better spot for gathering up wood. This redeposit is perfectly fine. You can fast sneak over here as well. Prototype's been redeployed right there, which will give him some good health regen. He could send a villager to repair it up as well. Only need to spend time with one village at the moment. We do now have the military academy being plotted up by the English player. Right now, the Mongol player has killed 6 villagers, but only killed 1. And he does have a superior number of civilians on the field. He has a good number of traders, probably plenty for the time being. The outposts tend to be deployed on the field. He's having trouble remaxing his bump cells and superior military force, but do have Mangonel on the field. Very important asset right now. Mangonel, range short, getting small splash on the longbowman. Decides to fall back with his force. More Mangonels would not hurt. He is getting another one. Oh, villagers try to shank that monk, and Divine Intervention will save him for now. But now he's going to be shanked again. We got these man-at-arms trying to hit these villagers now. He's trying to collect this wood. Doesn't have any outposts in this region, so the traders are moving slower as well. He needs to get the outposts in the back line to get these traders collecting quicker. Exotic doggos drawing some fire from the Khan, and these Keshiks do receive quite a bit of damage right there. Got a network of castles buff on these forces as well. Man-arms are now hitting these villagers. Villagers are not going to receive quite a bit of damage there. Mongol player is still having trouble maxing out army. He has a lot of resources on the field, but needs more military force on the field. Because right now, his opponent has a massive force, and he's doing nothing really to stop it from being a massive force. Magnos are going to be nice, but his opponent will have some spring golds now. Got a battering ram upon field. He does have access to the siege engineers, improved siege engineers. Man-at-arms are being picked off by these Keshiks for a good item versus man-at-arms. They don't do any bonus damage to them, but at least can win on 1v1s. Does take out that battering ram there. It has 3 Mangonels on the field. The Khan is not in this region. He needs a Khan nearby to spot, but the Khan's pushing over here, trying to torch his way through. Right now, the Ovo has no additional research, not even the whistling arrows. Spring Golds are way back there. Finds the quality on the man-at-arms. He has some archers here, as well as some crossbows. But he's going to need to play a bit of a... He needs to dance around these man-at-arms. He may even need to sacrifice some Mangonels here to get a massive volley of the man-at-arms. And he doesn't get a volley there. That's critical. He needed that volley onto this man-at-arms. He does get them sort of in a more of a line there. Crossbows and archers trying to get as much damage as he can without the Khan and the other Keshiks in this area. That's going to have a bit of trouble there. Villagers trying to torch down Spring Golds. Not a good idea. Mangonels need to get any sort of damage they can on these man-at-arms. That single man-at-arm. He needs to hit these guys. He has a pair of Spring Golds here. He needs to get these Spring Golds hitting the Spring Gold. Mangonel does go down there. He needs these Spring Golds down to save it for this Mangonel. These villagers currently do nothing. Once Spring Gold does go down, now he can push forward the Mangonel. These man-at-arms still in this region, seem to get a lot of damage on him. Yellow's having trouble remaxing. He's trying to get out some more Keshiks. He does lose that Mangonel. Didn't take out that, what's it called? Spring Gold there. Villagers are collecting up sheep right there. Not a great spot for them. I get some more outposts over here. now he just needs more Keshiks. His production is just simply not high enough. Does he have military academies? He does have military academies, not improved military academies. Archers and crossbows trying to get some more damage from these Mangonels. Does get him go onto these man-at-arms. Man-at-arms now trying to overrun the Mangonel, which doesn't do much damage. He is in the range of Prototype, which does increase the Mangonel's damage. Fires a volley there onto the archers. Look, gets great hit there. Another Mangonel shot there. He does get out counterweight traction trebuchet to engage the keep there. If the nearby Prototype won't do bonus damage. The Mangonels can also push forward to get bonus damage there onto the keep as well. Mangonels do bonus damage to the buildings. Now got these man-at-arms trying to hit this trade line here, which these villagers are trying to collect up berries long distance. Bit poor control there. Keeps now is upgrading the network of citadels. Now got two counterweight trebuchets here with enough damage. They can do some good damage there on that keep. They're doing almost 300 damage per rock. Got these man-at-arms here. These Keshiks, he needs to send over a squad of Keshiks over there. Only has 5 Keshiks on the field, which are moving down south. Needs more Keshiks, honestly. That's the best thing you can do against these man-at-arms. These Mangonels are not set up either, so they didn't get any sort of damage on these man-at-arms advancing. Needs to get a good volley there. Springbold's firing. Does get a kill there, one of the Mangonels. New column has risen, very good. Trebuchets gain some more damage on that keep. Springbolds advancing forward. Springbolds do trade there, but Yellow has a good number of Springbolds. Another trade there. Looks like Yellow will win the Springbold fight. Right now getting healed up by the Prototype. It also does heal up for siege weapons. Keeps trying to pull out more Springbolds. Right now, Green has claimed all 5 relics. That is going to be massive. It has 2 secret sites gold. That is a massive amount of gold generation. That's probably not. If he gets some closures, that's probably all the gold he ever needs. And there's Berkshire Castle being pulled out over here. He's trying to stop the trade. Granted, this is not the trade post side. This is the market side. These markets can redeploy over here in order away from the Berkshire Castle and continue trading. Will be maximized trade, but it'll still be good trade. Power trebuchets hitting this keep. One that's out of range of the Prototype. Berkshire Castle has not been started yet. There's the villagers for it. We got another horseman here. We've got a lot of research, including the whistling arrows improved. There's gonna have a horseman here, which will be used for the longbowmen and springbolds. Not so great for the man-at-arms. That's about the Berkshire Castle there, trying to go on up, and it will get completed. So if he get those villagers to the inside. Nope, he does not get the villagers to the inside, so it's going to take a lot of damage there. The keep will go down to those traction trebuchets. Does get another villagers killed there. Berkshire Castle's range will go all the way over here, so the trade line is on a threat. He just needs an outpost there to spot them, or visually spot them himself. These markets need a repack over here in order to be safe. We have next age does go for the Cognic Palace, and immediately it's going to pull out the first set of knights on field. Some Roost Knights with Boyar's Fortitude research. He's not responding to these trade caravans whatsoever. A lot of his trade's going down, and if he doesn't secure his trade, he's going to lose. Trebuchet's now engaging the outpost there. He's not tricking his traders. He can just, with the resource trade button, you can put them nearby and put them safe nearby, but he's going to lose all of them. Trebuchets advance forward without any escort. We're seeing some fire there because vision works poorly when it comes to siege weapons. Let's take out one of the trebuchets there. Got this force here. When he advances forward, and lose most of his counterweight or traction trebuchets. Springbolds now engaging Springbolds. horseman duo go down there. Berkshire Castle still firing away. Magno finds. Small hit there. Horseman charger 4 trying to deal with these villagers. And he has not saved any of these traders. Does get some lancers right here, then properly rally them. And we'll get a Hui Pow now. Hui Pow does have 18 tower range and do put some big holes in the buildings. I can see how much population space. I never know how much population space it takes. Very population space, so it's very population efficient for a trebuchet. And the Mongol player does back out the game now. That's Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.